Guthrie, the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. The FBI is now analyzing potentially critical DNA recovered from Nancy's home months ago in Tucson, Arizona.
After more than 70 days of uncertainty, silence, and growing frustration, the Nancy Guthrie case may now be entering its most critical phase yet. And this time, the focus is not on rumors, not on theories, not on speculation. It's on DNA. The kind of evidence that can stay hidden for months, even years, before suddenly exposing everything. According to reports,
now is renowned DNA expert and genetic genealogist Cece Moore, the nation's premier DNA expert, and former CIA officer and News Nation national security contributor Tracy Walter. Great to have both of you with us. Cece, this lab in Florida wasn't able to do anything with the hair, but now they've sent it to Quantico where they're able to do this sort of mixed DNA.
Powerful, especially when it doesn't belong there. Because if those strands came from the intruder, they may become one of the most important clues in the entire case. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Sources say the hair may be rootless hair, meaning there is no follicle attached. Traditionally, that's a major problem. Without the root, older methods often struggled to produce a full usable profile. But today, technology has changed the game. Investigators can now use whole genome sequencing, an advanced forensic method capable of extracting DNA directly from the hair shaft itself. Even hair once considered nearly useless can now speak. And this isn't theoretical. This same cutting-edge method helped investigators identify Rex Heuermann in the Gilgo Beach murders, one of the most notorious serial homicide investigations in recent memory. That means the science is real. The results are proven. And if it worked there, many believe it can work here. Now imagine this scenario. The hair belongs to the suspect. Investigators recover enough DNA. That profile is entered into genetic genealogy systems. From there, relatives are identified. Family trees are built. Connections are narrowed. And suddenly, a person who thought they vanished into the darkness finds investigators at the door. That possibility is why many experts are watching this moment so closely. DNA expert Cece Moore reportedly believes this may be the strongest lead in the entire investigation right now. Because this case has been difficult from the start. There have been false starts, conflicting theories, public criticism, and more than 70 days with no suspect publicly identified. Every day that passes increases the fear of what investigators know all too well. Cases can grow colder. Memories fade. Witnesses move on. Evidence degrades. Unless something major breaks through. And right now, that breakthrough may be sitting in a lab. But the hair is not the only challenge. Investigators are also dealing with mixed DNA evidence from the crime scene. That means genetic material from multiple people may be present in the same sample. And separating that mixture is not simple. It requires time, precision, patience, because one wrong interpretation can send a case in the wrong direction. Yet if done correctly, mixed DNA can reveal hidden contributors no one initially recognized. Now, there's another detail experts keep coming back to. The possibility that more DNA still remains inside Nancy's house. And this part is chilling. Some believe the intruder may have used a flashlight during the crime, and if he held it in his mouth while using both hands, he may have unknowingly left saliva behind.
Think about that.
A tiny trace, invisible to the eye, but potentially enough to identify a person forever. That's how modern forensic science works. The smallest careless moment can become the loudest evidence. Then there's the digital side of this mystery. Reports say law enforcement once sent a small Bitcoin payment with a message saying they were ready to talk after receiving a ransom note. For a moment, there may have been hope. Hope that communication would continue. Hope that Nancy was alive. Hope that contact would lead somewhere. But then, silence. The communication reportedly stopped. No more messages. No more demands. Nothing. And that silence has haunted this case ever since. Was the ransom note genuine? A cruel distraction? An attempt to buy time? Or did something happen before investigators could move further? Those questions remain unanswered. Meanwhile, criticism continues over early investigative decisions. Some believe valuable time was lost. Some believe the scene should have been handled differently. Others question whether urgency matched the seriousness of the case in the opening hours. But despite all of that, hope remains. Because technology in 2026 is not what it was 10 years ago. Evidence, once dismissed, can now be revived. Hair, once considered useless, can now identify suspects. Tiny traces, once invisible, can now reconstruct movements. And offenders who believed they got away with it are increasingly being proven wrong. So, where does the case stand tonight? No public suspect.
No final answers.
But deep inside a forensic lab, evidence is being tested that could change everything. A strand of hair, a trace of saliva, a hidden DNA mixture. Any one of them could be the thread that unravels the entire mystery. And if that happens, the silence surrounding Nancy Guthrie's disappearance may finally come to an end. Thank you for being here and staying locked in as the story continues to unfold. And before you go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment your thoughts below, and share this video for updates as the story unfolds. Your support helps keep stories like this in the spotlight. Stay aware, stay informed, and I'll see you next time.